12 hours after, can you update the Walking Wounded and just where your club stands heading into Game 2 tomorrow night?
We've got not just the guys that missed yesterday, but some other guys. The game took its toll on them, and we got a number of things that we'll wait on here to see how guys respond through the day today and then on into tomorrow before we make anything definitive. We've got some guys that are on the ice skating here now, and we'll get some reports on them, but really don't think we'll settle on a lineup till tomorrow.
Yeah, it's amazing. We look back a month and say, how does this coaching staff sort out all this depth? It has a way of sorting itself out, doesn't it?
It sure does, and that was the expectation. We were certainly hopeful that wasn't going to be the case, but things happen, and you have to adjust, and we're fortunate that we have good people that can go in and are motivated and talented, and if we have to make more changes, we'll do that. If the guys who missed yesterday are able to go, we'll certainly be grateful for them coming into the lineup, and we'll adjust to what we need to.
Willie's out there, is that a good sign?
Sorry?
Willie's out there, is that a good sign for him?
Yeah, it's a good sign that he was feeling good enough to get out here and get on the ice. We'll see how he is at the end of the day. We'll have a conversation with him, and again, I think it'll be more. We'll see how he arrives to the rink tomorrow and make that decision from there.
I guess it kind of goes without saying, Sheldon, what he could bring if he comes back in. But after the game last night and the style of it and that sort of thing, what would Willie add to you guys tomorrow night if he does indeed play?
Well, he's a game breaker offensively, and when you have a type of game like yesterday, he's the kind of guy who can go out and make a play for you that can make a difference. That said, we played without Willie for a lot of games this year, and we have other people that have stepped up for us. We failed to kind of make that next play and finish off some of our chances and to generate more and make it harder on their goaltender. We failed to do that yesterday. Having another guy like Willie can give us the potential to break things open and make a big time play. At the same time, they're going to have to pay attention to him when he's out there, and maybe that'll open up other opportunities for other people.
Yeah, of course, he's not out there all the time. So what are the guys when Willie's on the bench, what has to change, you think, maybe those opportunities to fall tomorrow night?
Well, I think that we've got to get to the net a lot more. They box out hard. They got big, strong defense, and we got to fight through that and get on the inside. I think we can put a lot more pucks to their goaltender as well. I thought we did a pretty good job early in the game of generating chances. We weren't able to sustain that throughout the game, so that's going to be more what we're looking for. Obviously, if our power play can come through for us, that would be a bonus. 5-on-5, I thought we did a lot of good things yesterday, but as we talked about, playing good against a team like this isn't going to cut it. We need some big performances by people. Everybody else has got to give us just a little bit more.
How important is play down low, and maybe if Willie is able to get in to free up space and time for players like Brennan and Connor Carrick to do what they do?
Yeah, that's important. You've got to first get the puck back, so you get it low, you got to get it back, and then you got to find a way to open up some space, whether it's at the top or whether it's through seams in the middle or whether it's at the net. You got to have the puck and be heavy on it and then make plays happen from there. So it's all part of it. There's steps toward generating and building offense, and we've got to work on that. Step one is getting in the zone and being in control and getting on the puck and using the space that we do have to capitalize and get to the middle of the rink. And we don't have space, we got to find ways to get off the wall and create it. So they make it hard on you, but I think that we're capable of doing it. Looking at the video, that we had a pile of opportunities to do it and didn't take advantage of it. And it's the first time, we trailed a little bit in Game 3 against Bridgeport, but our team hasn't trailed a whole lot. We trailed for a lot of the game yesterday, and I didn't think we capitalized on the opportunities we had to penetrate and get to the net. We played a lot of games where we're kind of holding on to the puck and we're taking care of it and not feeling we have to force the issue quite as much. And I think that maybe hurt us yesterday, so I want to make some improvements there and then get to the net a lot more.
I don't know how much you would have seen him last year, but Pavel Zacha, have you noticed a difference in him at the pro level now from last year?
Yeah, I think he's skating a lot better. Looks confident. He, if I remember correctly, fought some injuries last year in the OHL. There were some games where he was really dominant, but other games you could tell he wasn't quite in his groove. But he sounds of it had a good season this year, and certainly is a good piece for them to a big body up the middle, has some skill to help them on the offense and defensive side of it. So he's a good prospect and he's a good piece for them.
Is it surprising to see such a young player be have so much success on both ends of the rink? But he's only 18, I think he's only 19 years.
Well, I don't know if I would say anything would surprise me anymore. And we've got, William Nylander and Kasperi Kapanen, two young guys that have done quite well for us all season and have been dominant players in their own right. So I think young players are showing they can play at the pro level a lot earlier than some might think. And when you have high-end prospects, they tend to fit in quite fine around here.
Stick with Garrett tomorrow night.
We'll see again. We're gonna look at it a little bit more. We want to give it the day and give the goalies both time to get on the ice and make a decision from there. Sparksy had a kind of two different type of games yesterday. I thought he struggled in the first period and probably wants both goals back, but I thought he made some tremendous saves for us down the stretch in the third period. Looked confident that way. So we kind of want to sleep on it a little bit more before making that call. We get two good guys, they're good options, and they make it a hard decision for us every day. It's not an easy one.
Was that first period just a product of the 6-day layoff, maybe?
I'm sure he would want us to say that, yeah.
What would Andreas Johnson provide you in the event that you're able to put him into the lineup and just giddy up from where he was in Sweden a week or so ago?
Well, he's a guy, he can skate, has a real good skill set, seems to have a real good shot, and he's good around the net. So he looks like a player that could help us. With that said, we want to make sure that we're putting him in a position to succeed. There's a lot going on for him coming over here, and so we want to give him time to adjust and feel comfortable. We got him in warm-up yesterday to get a little bit of a feel for it and be a part of all of our meetings. And we'll take it a day at a time with him, but he looks like a real good prospect for the Maple Leafs, certainly, and we'll see how things shake out with us for this year.